All righty. So, well, thank you again, Evie, for joining us
No
tonight.
problem.
For those of you who don't know, Evie is the mom to Charlie, Miss Charlie Nicklas. And Charlie's such a special girl, Evie, because she's one of our originals.
Hmm.
So Miss Charlie is now in kindergarten. And she started out with us. I think was she 2 years old when she
Two.
started?
She was two.
Okay. That's incredible. And so now she's 6. And
Hmm.
so like I said, she's a very special girl to us because she was one of our first students and she was a tiny little thing. So now she's all grown up. And just really quick, for some background, could you tell us a little bit about why you chose to enroll Charlie in our Spanish immersion preschool back 4 years ago?
So truthfully, right, we saw the sign on the side of the road. And, we thought, oh, Spanish, that sounds interesting. And we were looking for a, stimulating and, creative place for Charlie to grow and learn. And then honestly, we met you, Deli, and we went to see the preschool for the first time. And we were really impressed with your passion and the way you came across and the way that you talked about teaching and educating and nurturing, and then we met kind of Diana and Monse, and it was a wrap for us. I mean, so the Spanish was important, but to be honest, it was a large part about the nurturing and loving care that just radiated from you and from everyone who worked for you from the beginning.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Well, and you have an education background too. So I think, were you a kindergarten teacher? What was your
I
background?
was. I was. So I taught kindergarten before I went back to get my MSW, and now I'm a licensed therapist for children and families.
Okay.
Um, and so I work at Med North, and so yeah, I mean, when I say that I've seen a lot of teachers over the years, I've seen a lot of teachers, and the teachers you have are incredible. I mean, truthfully, I've never seen people who are just more loving and caring and attentive and nurturing. And whether they're teaching Spanish or whatever else, I mean, it's just an incredible thing to see.
Right. It's a huge component. So,
Hmm.
and I guess overall, how was Charlie's experience here? Do you feel it prepared her for
It,
where she is now? And do you want to tell us a little bit about where she is now and then how it prepared her?
yeah, so I think it's prepared her exceptionally. I think first of all, like I said, for us, it matters most that she is a kind, I think, and loving human being. And I think that very much the school nurtured it. So I'll never forget one of the teachers at your school, used to tell the kids during lunch, I love the sound of your voice. It's music to my ears. I also need you to eat your lunch. And I feel like that just best takes in like what Charlie has learned from Wilmington Bilingual Preschool, which is that, you're valued, you're important, you're cared for, and you need to focus and learn and achieve, right? And I think that that's a really beautiful balance that is not easily achieved. And so she's been very well prepared as a human. And I think it's really nurtured her as an individual and as a friend and as a community member. And I feel like she's learned about differences and different languages and different cultures. But I also feel like it extremely well prepared her academically, which is very important, but probably the least of my concerns for what I'm looking for in a preschool environment. But it has prepared her exceptionally well academically. Charlie is reading at a third or fourth grade level at this point in kindergarten, and writes well and does math very well. And so that as well,
Yeah.
she's extremely well prepared, and I have no reservations about her academically.
Fabulous. And you could say that she spent most of her formative years with us, I think. I think that would be a fair statement.
All of them.
Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I mean, she did all the pro components, I guess all the levels, and then she did the kindergarten, and then this year she's doing the after school, and she's just learning so much. And I feel like she's a better reader because she understands the sounds and the comprehension and all of that. Going back and forth between the two languages, I think has just been tremendous for helping her have a better grasp of phonics and reading comprehension and all of the components.
absolutely. And it's really impressive because, like you said, Charlie is an incredible reader in English. And I think, and she's technically a kindergartner, but she's not doing kindergarten work. So at her current school, she's at CFCI, Cape Fear Center for Inquiry. So what are they doing with Charlie? What are they doing to keep her challenged? Because she's not doing kindergarten work with them, is she?
Mm-mm. So her teacher identified that from, pretty early, that she could read. as well as she can. And so she's basically doing independent study work. And they're gonna promote her. So she'll be in the second grade next year,
Wow.
because her reading level is so high. And, so I think that you guys have done an amazing job. And we worked with her at home on English reading, but to be honest, we didn't have to do that much because she was aware of the sounds, and you just had to teach her the ways that the sounds were different in English and Spanish, which I think, again, strengthened her phonics, and her development of reading.
Absolutely. It's very impressive. And that was going to be one of my questions for you, just for other parents who are wondering what kind of things can they do to strengthen their children's reading skills in English, since our school focuses so heavily on the Spanish. And I often just tell parents, just keep reading to your child at home, keep introducing them to text, show them text. Is there anything that you did in particular with Charlie? Because like you said, she's an incredible reader in English, but I can attest to her reading skills in Spanish. She's in our afternoon program in Spanish, and we, of course, recognized very quickly she was doing a great job with her kindergarten reading. We bumped her up to the advanced group. So she's reading second grade level text and comprehension questions in Spanish now. So it's very impressive. And I'm just wondering, do you have any tips out there for parents who maybe you're wanting those same results? What would you recommend to them?
So I did a lot of phonics based instruction with her. So I used a book called Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons at first. And then I used a lot of the building readers. So like there's a series that I used of kind of building readers books. And then we led into that. So, I did work with her on it. But maybe 20 minutes a night or something like that. So, and I think that that's something that's very doable and something that's very approachable for a lot of families. If they wanted to use some of those similar resources, I'd be happy to share.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That'd be great. And you bring up a key point too that I always tell families. It's not, I think it's more about consistency. So do a little bit every day. Don't try to do a whole lot once a week. Just do a little bit every day, and you'll see a huge difference in your child's.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one other thing too about Charlie, I think from the time that she's been with us, she's always been a 5-day student.
Yes, that was huge. She wasn't at first, actually. Remember, she was for like maybe the first month, she was like twice a week. And then I think the second month or third month, she went to 3 times a week. And then we very quickly kind of bumped her up. And I saw a huge difference with the 5 days a week. I'll have to be honest. I think that it made a huge difference in the language ability, was with 5 days a week and hearing it every day, especially since we don't speak Spanish in our home at all. I think the 5 days was really critical, and I saw the biggest explosion in that and the wonderful playlist you guys do. And so I know, for better or worse, I know all those songs.
Oh, that's great. She was teaching you. Was she teaching you the songs?
That's a word for it, forcing us to listen to the songs. But we listen to Spotify in the car and, going places. And so I think the songs really helped her develop the language skills.
Yeah, absolutely. Music is very powerful, and we're particular about our songs too. We really try to choose songs that incorporate whole language, full sentences in Spanish, vocabulary. So the songs are huge, and they're helpful. Well, now she has a little brother that she can teach the songs to, so she can give you guys a break and teach Dylan.
She was reading the song about the chicks. She was reading a book about the little chicks, and I guess there's a song that goes with it. So she was reading that to him this morning. And so he'll be with you in the fall, we hope.
I know, we're so excited.
You'll always have one of them.
That's right. The Nicklas family. We'll keep it going.
Yeah, right. Well, this is it, but yeah.
Okay. We'll hang on as long as we can with Dylan. So
That's right.
Well, I guess anything else you want to add? We're going to wrap it up because we're almost at our 10-minute limit here. But
perfect. No, thank you guys so much. Truthfully, it's been the most. Greg and I, my husband and I, talk about it all the time. That it's been the most wonderful experience that we could have ever asked for her, and especially with this pandemic and over the last year, it's been a really challenging time for everyone. And I feel like it's created such stability and consistency and calm and, for her. And she's had friends and, just such a safe, nurturing, protective environment at a time where the world was not those things. And so we really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, no, we appreciate you guys for being here for us, and not just now, but from the beginning. I have a special place in my heart for our original families because it takes a lot to trust a new program. And that's one of the things, that was one of the challenges, is just getting started, being a new program, having to prove ourselves to people. So we appreciate you all giving us that chance.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks, Evie. Have a good
You're
night.
welcome. Have a great day or
Bye-bye.
night. All right.
Okay.